On the advice of my doctor, it was to return home. He will not authorize any medications without seeing me first. So on the ride, on the way back, who is this here? Let me see this again. Oh, I already know you out of there. So one of the biggest things is that I'm gonna have a lot of people popping in and popping out. For the ones that probably live and not just on here trolling, um, go to my DM if you need to. That's what I thought. Got a lot of them come in this room. You get on up out of there. They get mad because you can't make statements. I've been on here for a while, and typically I come on and I shit at the Reddit about these apps and game systems. Beat myself down. Half of the people that come in here, they don't even, nor do they care. But at the same time, for the ones that did care, the ones that came in here sincerely was putting comments up, that's one thing. But the ones that wanted to come in here and create chaos with the comments disabled, I know you're mad. I don't care. I have been out here usually from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening, spread the awareness about these games and apps, beat myself to a point, whereas now I am getting worse. I got to get my health in check. And again, my doctor, he won't do anything unless you see me. So I got to make that happen one way or another. I see everybody jumping in the room and jumping out the room, and whoever the kitty cat is. Most of them mad because they can't read bogus statements or comments. But our focus today is real simple, and I'm going to put it up here, which is my mission is to get home, regroup, and come back and continue my search. Chances are I won't be able to get nobody on board. I'm not too optimistic about that. But that's my entire campaign all day. That was the best for me in order to be able to keep going. So for the ones that thought you were going to come here trolling, it's not going to happen. I have time for it, and that's it. Other than that, welcome, folks. Trying to figure some stuff out here. And I have time for it. Doesn't really matter about I don't know what TikTok really has going on. I talked to a lot of people that's on here trying to understand this platform. Most of the people that come on this platform are garbage. The only thing that they're on here for, instead of having a life, is to go and try to disrupt people lives and stuff like that. That's pathetic. Okay, especially when you have people on here that's trying to bring real material to this platform, real issues to this platform. You got these people that have no life that just trolls around and putting up adolescent comments. That is just crazy. But I put out there already. The resolution is to document that there is only one IP, and that IP, no matter what, goes to that individual with all those fake profiles and file charges. That's how you remedy that. And there's a couple out there, you know who I'm talking to, and guess what? Guess what? Police report's already been made. It's just a matter of time before they be coming to get you. I just saw somebody jump in just then. Community verification feature. So one of one of the things about everything else that's going on, one of the biggest things is that, hold on, let me come up out of here for a minute. Something jumped off, and I don't want my condition to get worse and worse to the point where I can't do anything. So that's where I'm at with that. And for the ones that I see, let me see, popping in and out of here. You got the haters that come in and out to try to disrupt the live. Well, not today. Not today. As I told you guys, this is a real situation. Whereas when it comes to the grooming by these PDFs, as y'all have been following, the ones that legitimately have been following the live, I'm fully invested in what I believe in. I couldn't think of anything else to do at that point. But I take very personal. Personally, it's just something that people need to know so they don't end up in a situation like me. When something happens, people don't think about things happening to them up until it happens. You disregard when it happens to someone else, but when it happens to them, that's when you're concerned. They want everybody to be concerned. I have beat myself down out here, and because I want people to know. But I beat myself down to a point now whereas I can no longer do it like this. I gotta have the stuff I need. I have to go home. I'm sitting here for weeks at a time now. Over 3 weeks, no medication or anything like that. Not eating half the time. And for diabetic, my doctor explained that is pertinent that I have to do. I just found out I was diabetic not all that long ago. But yeah, yesterday was a terrible day for me. I tried to play past it, and there's no getting past that. And so today, I need folks that follow the live, if you would, go to the bio, if you would, look for ways to assist and assist. If you can assist the live, I would appreciate it. I'm trying to get back home so I can get the things I need in order to regroup. Because I'm coming back. I'm not leaving my son down here. That is not going to happen. Until I will not give up searching until I put my eyes on him, know that he's good. Get it back. So for all the ones that's out here that's hating, you can continue to hate. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to continue to, everywhere I go, at this point, I will be doing the same thing when I get home. In between things, we will still be exposing, bringing that awareness. But as I'm sitting here right now, I'm telling y'all I can't, it's still a little bit too much at this point. So it's easy for you guys that's just sitting. Although I appreciate you being on live, but it's easy sitting watching a live when a person is, instead of being out here, on front line. If you're on front line, then you understand what I'm saying, because it is not easy. It's a lot. It is a lot. But again, if there's any of my legitimate viewers out there, go to I get confused because of diabetes and all that, man. But go to the bio, look for ways to assist. Go to the bio, look for ways to assist. Anything help to go towards me getting back where I need to be to regroup. Down here it's difficult. If there's any of you, excuse me, if there's anybody on here that understands diabetes, that's first and foremost, you would understand what I'm saying. Man, a lot of people that have had it, that have it, know how to deal with it. I'm still struggling to figure it out. But doing it like this, I cannot continue. Losing weight left and right, not eating right, half the time. Don't have room. That's another thing that my doctor specifically said, is that heat. Try to avoid the heat. There's no way at this point that I could avoid heat. I used to have those luxuries you guys have, being able to be comfortable, and being inside and stuff like that, and being air conditioned. I don't have those luxuries anymore, because out here searching, number one, is very expensive. With regards to, private investigators, stuff like that, you got to have that in place, and a host of other things in the background. It's just, my heart is in it. My heart is in it. My mind is in it. But my body is not in it. My body is feeling the effects at this point. A lot of people on here say that I know, like, people, when it comes to, a lot of times when I had the moderators in place, she the one told me about asking people, she put out there asking people to support the live. However, that really didn't happen. You have people that say, oh, they want to volunteer. Like I said, they volunteered to help the live. Okay, but people come on and they just be talking, because 99% of the time it didn't happen. I don't believe in all that. I don't know why people would even go through wasting their breath saying it, if it is other than for self-gratification, to give others the impression that they're really doing something. That's not necessary. It's a waste of time. In this instance, man, I'm telling y'all, it is hard trying to do this like this. If you're a diabetic, you understand what I'm saying. Usually I say, if anybody have any questions, concerns, or want to share a story, I usually say that so that you guys have an opportunity to either jump up in the box for question up or put it up in the comments. But we have so many fake profiles going around here, and not only on this, on my live, on a lot of others live. I'm not on here for a TikTok status. I'm not on here for any gratifications. My reward comes from being able to save one little one at least, or educate a parent as to this app called Grindr, which has a virus that embeds itself into the algorithm of phones, allowing these people to track it, these PDLs, or these game systems as well. PDLs go on the game systems, and they pose as young adults for the purposes of, like grooming and luring. That's that right there has been that's my assignment, to bring that awareness. You got folks that'll come in here, like I say, I got so many of them that's out there that have sent all types of derogatory messages. You know, it's like, really, to have nothing better to do with your time, obviously. But this platform is specifically to bring that awareness, because if I can go back with what I know now, I could have prevented things from happening in my own life. And so once you become aware, you got to take that responsibility of letting others know, so they don't. I mean, if you have a heart for little ones, you'll take that responsibility and let other people know. And a lot of people so concerned with themselves, they don't care about the next individual. So that's why I've been out here, again, in the heat, extreme heat. One of my viewers sent the paramedics to me on one of my lives, so it's like, I know what my demeanor is. I know where my mind is at in terms of trying to bring this awareness. You got the ones out there tried to throw me under the bus several times, tried to drag me. You know what? God is good all the time. Nobody defined me but me. I'm out here on front line, and the people that's out here with these fake profiles and trying to drag me, they don't have that compassion to be out here. Okay, you're not going to see them out here. I, in fact, invited the hater group, okay, the ringleader with the rest of the cronies, to come out and get on live, and whatever the problem is with me, let's put it out here. Okay, that is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And so, again, it's so many. You know what I mean? It's so many. I've been through things in my life, so that little stuff right there means nothing. It means nothing. Okay? It means nothing. The only one that I'm accountable to is God. And when people understand that, or the ones that have that relationship, they understand. Other than that, what another person has to say about me, it doesn't define me. You know, I am not deterred I'm not going to stop my life. I'm not intimidated with threats, none of that. But the only problem that I have is, at this point, I have to get in a better position to continue to search and bring this live, which means is that I'm asking for my legitimate followers, legitimate viewers, to go to their bio, look for ways to assist, and help me be able to make this travel back home, so that I can get all the things that I need to return here and be able to keep going. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain. When you're somewhere, like I say, I've been doing this by myself. I had Joe with me for a while, for the ones that had been following me. Joe had a lot of staples in his back, out there in the sun, constantly. He ended up with an infection because of sweating, and Joe couldn't continue. And I started out by myself. I'm still right here posted up by myself. My biggest thing about it is that I had to make a decision, y'all. And I'm hoping that some of you guys that been following me understand that. who can relate to that with respect to everything I've explained and go to that bio. I'm going to keep asking for people to go to the bios. I'm at the bottom here. I got to gain a resolution. Otherwise, I can't keep going. You know, I've done what I could in terms of putting my health out there, and it's just I can't. I got to regroup. Got to regroup. Gotta, it's I didn't even realize, you know, like the stresses, all that stuff. I roll with the punches, but it gets to a point where it's, okay, got to do something different. It's just enough is enough. I know it has to be some folks on here that have been following the live, that believe in the live, that's for sure. And again, here I am trying to explain what must be done. You just joined, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just explaining that I had to make a decision. Um, when it comes to the live, I'm not doing well here in these conditions, and I have to try to get folks on board to make it back to where I'm from, so I can regroup, get my medications in order, try to make other arrangements so when I return I can continue my search. But I'm taking the live with me as well, so that we can still, on our journey, be able to expose these PDFs and still bring awareness, but only in a fashion of, en route back to where I'm from. So I'm asking people to get on board with me. If you understand my life, you understand what's going on, I can sure use some help. If you go to the bio, look for ways to assist. Um, Whatever you could help with would be appreciative. Anytime anybody needs any type of verification of what I'm trying to say, or what I'm asking of you guys, just let me know. Go to my DM. Any questions that you need answered, just go to the DM, and I'll get to. I'll respond to them as soon as I end the live. My haters right now are out there hating. Those are my motivators. Yeah, but those are definitely motivators to me. You got to change that negative into positive, and that's what it's about, But I know I cannot keep doing this like this without messing myself up even more and more. So, what I'm trying to articulate to you guys is that I need you to get on board with me, um, so that we can keep the live going, so that we can, well, without me, there is no live. Not like this. Um, I got to put my health first at this point. I'm doing myself a disservice. I won't be able to search. I won't be able to do anything if I ain't got my health. And that's what it's coming down to. Yesterday was very, I don't know. I try not to say much on the live, but it was hard. Most of the folks that's on here already know you're going to go to the bio. Um, I already know you're not on here to try to assist. I've seen other people live where people just out there just, I need help with this, I need help with that. Unrealistically, I mean, I get it. It's none of my business. But most of the people coming on here, I know. They just on here basically not caring, just trolling. They don't even care about the content, trying to protect the little ones. If they did, I wouldn't have so many trolls coming in here doing all sorts of stuff. So I'm not too optimistic about folks going to the bio, but I still got to put it out there because it's that glimmer of hope that I can make it back home and get the things I need to be able to come back and be more effective, be more successful in my search and spreading this awareness. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know who that was, but thank you. You know, it's just I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. I just can't do it. Last night was extremely difficult. There's a lot of broken promises on here. I cannot rely on that. I had Tammy, that was a traveling nurse, that said, "Oh, I get the medication, um, metformin, for you." I'm a traveling nurse. You know what? It went into weeks. You know, people volunteer things, and at the end, when they volunteered, they already knew they didn't have any good intentions. They weren't, you know. So I'm just saying, me going through what I'm going through already, it's like, okay, I put that into to people, and at the end of the day, I'm crushed because they have lied. They just came on here with their shenanigans just to make themselves look important or look like they're doing something, knowing that they didn't have any intentions. You know, and that's sad that they have to go through that extent to try to gain notoriety or some type of popularity or, you know, for what reason? At the end of the day, you're still the same as you was prior to. You know, I'm not on here for a TikTok status. I can care less, don't understand really everything about TikTok. I just wanted a platform to be able to bring awareness and be able to expose these PDFs as they track my cell phone to this car. And I have been successful thus far in doing that. Um, so when it comes to content creators, as I understand it, I interacted with a lot of them that are. When it comes to people sending me all the DMs about them being agents and join this, join, I don't have any interest in any of that stuff. You know, I don't. So uh, in terms of that, I don't care. And this live is worldwide. It is worldwide. We got people that weigh in from Africa, UK, Paris, England, Australia, Philippines. Let me see, Guam, Ireland. It's a lot more. And, you know, so the platform is worldwide. So we got a reach to bring awareness. We have people from those countries that have weighed in and told us, shared their stories of what they have going on in their country. And so it's everywhere, okay? It is everywhere. It's not just isolated. Having that reach, you know, I offer the platform to a dad that has a missing son over 10 years. That's what this platform is for. That's why I wanted this like this, to be able to help in that fashion. So it's important to me. This is what I will be doing when your life, something happens in your life. Let me tell you, there's certain things that happen in your life changes your life, and so this is what I do at this point going forward, bringing awareness, letting folks know what I didn't know, um, in order to save their little ones. But I gotta be healthy to do it. Gotta be healthy to do it. Again, everybody's sitting watching the live, but I'm the one that's on front line. My life is out there. I struggled many times while live, and I put my health last. Now I need you guys to get on board with me. Go to that bio, anything that you can assist with towards getting me back home so I can regroup would be appreciated. But again, I'm just, even every time I say that, in my mind, I already know it's not going to happen. Nobody really cares unless something happens to them. I do know we got good people out here that be on the live, though. So it's not everybody. We got people that can't. I understand that as well. But for the most part, and I would have had these comments turned on. I don't have any moderators at this point. So have a lot of haters that go behind sending people messages. The viewers were complaining that the haters are sending the messages and this and that. So it's off. If this live had went on someone's For You page, let me know. I don't think I'm supposed to say that. I still don't know how to really talk on here. But if it had made yours, let me know as well. Just DM me, and I'd appreciate that. And so going forward, again, all day, my intent is to still expose when they come to this vehicle, or I recognize PDFs, the regular ones that's already been confirmed. And there's a process that I go through to confirm it. I keep up with every license plate, make, model of vehicle, places, times, dates, keep up with all that. Typically, when they tracking his phone, I like to be in places that are like where I'm at now is a private place here, and I'm authorized to be on the property after explaining everything to the owner. So I'm good with that, and then they still follow that phone here, so I expose them as they come. But my primary objective today is to be able to get enough viewers on board to help me get back home so I can regroup, get medication, get my health in check, get other things in check. So when I come back here, I won't have to be in a vehicle. I'll get back here. I can live stream and know I got somewhere to go and lay my head in air condition like you guys. So I didn't want to leave because I feel that leaving here, there's I don't know, it's a piece of me that I'm leaving behind, which is my son. So it's not easy. I need to know what happened. I don't give up on anything. So I'm not gonna give up on knowing what happened that day. I want to know. I got to know something, and I'm not gonna give up. Even if I have to spend the rest of my life, searching for answers, searching in general, I would do that. I am definitely that is no question. That don't sit well with me. There's no cooperation with the police or anything. It's like, okay, in the system, out the system. Now he's not in the system. Make it make sense. By the time all these lawsuits get done being launched, they're going to wish they had done the right thing. They so grimy. Just like the dad over in South Texas. They arrested that man several times, he said. That's crazy. I've had my share. Only they got me and tried to allow me, but that's fine by me. There is no resistance. A $50 bond There's no, I don't, hey, there's no resistance here, because I'm suing. They play the game. When people going through stuff, they don't want to do their job unless it seems like they got a part in it. So what you do is you sue them. No, you don't argue with them. You don't do any of that. You sue them. That's so clear in my mind. Sue them. They treat you like garbage, like you have done something. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the processes, they disregard what the process is, all sorts of things, and I am suing. I have no problem saying that. Hands down. So I hope the dad over in South Texas, if you're on here, I hope you have launched a lot of litigation. I hope you are successful in winning that litigation because I'm telling you, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of the police are involved when people come up missing. It seems like they cover one another. It don't matter about what position you in. It don't matter about what job you have, occupation, race, or age. It don't matter. These people are sitting in these positions. A lot of them, they got so much stuff going on, so much involvement. You know, make it make sense to me why it's not on TV. These young adults come up missing every day around Dallas. You don't see it on TV. That's because the ones that got something to do with it, they controlling it. Them the ones that's in control. So again, y'all, I need to try to get y'all on board. I need to make it back to where I'm from to regroup. You know, so I know there's some of y'all out here that have been on other people's pages. I've looked at several other lives, several other posts. You got people on there just, I need this, I need that, just because. And I can relate to what you guys, a lot of you are saying. But my whole thing is that in verification, you guys will be going with me. Whatever else that's pertinent to a decision on whether you want to assist the live, let me know whatever it is. But I can't do it like this. If you've been following the live, you know I tried. God knew I tried, but I don't be feeling well lately. I've been taking medication in weeks. I don't eat right. I'm losing weight left and right. And I can't let it end like this. So I got to get myself in check, get everything in check, and I can continue to search and bring awareness about all these things, and can't do it like this though. So if you guys, I know a lot of y'all have looked at other people content or lives. You're going to hear me say this throughout the day if necessary. I understand if you get up out of the room and you want to go somewhere else, I respect that. But this ain't that, whereas I'm just on here harping on this. I don't, I've never done a drug or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no flaws like that. This is sincere. This is what I got to do. And that's the bottom line. I've been out here every day. With the exception, I think, a couple of days when I was sick again. But I'll be out here every day bringing awareness, y'all. So. To my haters, just get out the way. I ain't trying to play with you today. No time for it. I don't feel any of that. Put yourself in my shoes. That's what you do. I bet you ain't many people gonna come out here and do what I do. only thing people been doing is jumping in here, being nosy. They don't care. Whoever that is with a fake profile, get out of my room. Otherwise, I block you. You don't have a picture on there, chances are you're going to get blocked. That's what I thought. I don't have time to be playing. It's a struggle, obviously, for everybody to be able to do some things. For the ones that just came, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, I had to make a decision, and that decision is returning back home to get situated. There's nothing I can do in Texas to get my health in order. After talking to my doctor, he will not give me a prescription for my medication or anything unless he see me in person. Which is after that discussion, that's something that I have to do. I'm trying to get you guys that are real followers of the live to get on board with me. Go to the bio, look for ways to assist. Anything helps towards getting that way. A lot of people that come in here have no good intentions. This is what they do. Their job is to troll other people's lives, try to cause chaos. And I get it. I talk to a lot of other people that do this for a living. I don't. In terms of content creators, and I don't care about any of that. So while this is taking place, I am invested in my life, bringing awareness to folks about these apps and game systems, stuff I didn't know, so they can try to save their little. So a lot of people, again, come in and you bounce around and you take off. People don't care. They don't care. But no matter what, I'm going to still have my life. I'm still do what I got to do. And I appreciate that. It's just that I beat myself down at this point to a point whereas I don't have any other help resources here towards my health. Texas health is difficult anyway. Talk to folks that live here, and if you ain't got your stuff in order, you're in trouble. And being from another state, I'm met with that. So let me see what just came in here. It's obviously I got trolls in here as well, which I'll be reading out here. So unless you want me to block you, I would suggest you get out of my room. And there's one that I'm looking for right now to block you. So, but can't do it like this. I got to, in order for me to be able to keep doing this, I got to get in order. I'm not optimistic. I'm gonna keep saying that too. I'm not too optimistic about people going to the bio. Other people's lives I've watched, they got people that support their lives and stuff like that. I don't know whether or not it's legitimate or not. That's not my business. But I know that they get a lot of support. When the moderator told me about people support and stuff like that um, on lives, and she had me set a little thing up on here. Uh, Not many people go to it. People are more so on this, on to me, on TikTok, just to troll. You understand me, and just to be starting chaos on people's lives. That's pretty much all that they have done, and so I'm not too optimistic. It don't matter if I'm in a room by myself. I'm still gonna have my live going. Um, that's simple as it gets. But at the same time, it got to be some genuine people out there that understand. And I'm so therefore all day long, whatever it takes, I have to try to keep this out there in hopes that I can get a few people on board with me, so I can go home and be able to regroup and come back and be more effective. So I'm gonna keep doing what I have to do all day. So I know the haters is jumping in here. I know you're mad, but it is what it is. Throughout the day as you get, what time is it? 8:29. If anybody want to go, if you have any questions, you can go to my DM. I'll get those questions answered. Periodically, I will be stopping the live to do just that. And that's where we're standing with that. For the ones that's hiding incognito, I can see you. A lot of folk mad that they can't come in here with those shenanigans because I have the comments disabled. Thank the haters for that. If something is not for you, I wouldn't even, I don't know. People have different mentalities, going to people's lives, trying to disrupt. And, I take this seriously, and I'm going to be on here. Hopefully, I got some of the ones that are authentic, are serious. The ones that's hiding, I can see you no matter what. Think about it, I'm the host, so I can definitely see you. I don't understand it. So I guess it's a lot that I don't understand. Tammy Smith, 73. I can see it. So if there's anybody that's uh, legitimate, that is a true follower of this live, go to the bio, look for ways to assist. I'm trying to head back where I'm from to regroup, medications, get everything situated so when I return, I'll be able to be more effective in bringing awareness and also searching uh, and exposing these PDFs. Having a difficult time. I'm not really optimistic about anybody helping. I'm really not, because so many people come on here playing and stuff like that, and this is my life is not the genuine for that, because I'm not on here uh, as a TikTok creator or any of that. I have no problem blocking people. I have none at all. So that's why I stand with that. I don't have time to be playing with no grown people. Um, if you come in here with disrespect, it's too easy for me. I may not know a lot about TikTok, but I know how to block people. That's for sure. Don't come in here playing in my room. These comments are disabled because of haters. Um, Limit that. I'm sick of that. Like I say, um, find another live to go to playing games. At the same time, all the threats and all that stuff, I'm not worried about it, but your IP, you only got one. My investigators are awesome, are phenomenal when coming tracking you down, and we'll be pressing charges. So keep that in mind as well. You only got one IP. You can have 15 fake profiles, but you only got one IP address for all of them. I'm sick of it, and they know what to do at this point. Periodically, they're going to be in this room. And so therefore, just know I will file charges. There's no doubt. Put it on your calendar when it comes to you having a warrant. So that'll stop that right there. I don't know what you're used to, but you come here, you're going to find out. Again, trying to make my way home to regroup. For the ones that will consider, if there's any, which I doubt, if there's anybody that will consider trying to support the live and help me get back, um, say what you mean what you say. I got too many people that come in playing games um, that ain't even necessary. If you're not going to do what you say, don't even waste your time saying it. It ain't that serious. Whereas you got to play games like that, to get recognition um, as a person that's doing something, you know. So, I don't know. Let me see who that was here. This sound gonna make me move. Somebody regular. Who else is in here? But I think the best thing was that's common sense conversation with my doctor. You know, there's nothing I can do at this point here. So people just popping in and popping out. They don't care about what's going on until something happened with them. I put my all out here for y'all, little ones, and I'm gonna continue to do so, but can't do it if I'm sick. That's crazy. I can't do it. Trying to bring this awareness, so hope y'all respect the fact of what I'm saying about trying to bring awareness and trying to get back home so I could regroup. A lot of people I know would be hesitant. I see the other talk to other people on here. They tell me all this stuff that be going on. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. And a lot of people, they'll help people with lunacy. They see a lot of people these days tend to like negative stuff. They'll support that type of stuff as opposed to something that's legit, something that, you know, is noteworthy. And that's what the world has come to. Something that benefits them being able to keep their little ones safe. People they're not too inclined to assist that type of material. And I'm calling it like it is. There's no reason for me to sugarcoat anything. We all grown out here. And I'm just saying that after speaking with a lot of people that have their lives, they got, who was that? Alvo and Shamar. People love that type of stuff there. You got people love that type of stuff. And so stuff that's legit stand no chance because the world came to so much negative stuff. You know, that's what people want. That's the entertainment aspect. At the same time, the ones that's really doing the stuff, it's like really. So I'm gonna keep it out here though, because I'm gonna keep it out here. I don't care how people, what the haters have to say. This is something that I have to accomplish by getting home, so that I can keep doing what I'm doing and survive, get the medication, get my health in check, and come back. Even though I'm still gonna be live, y'all. I'm still gonna be live. Make no mistake. Like we said, what's going on with these PDFs, these game systems, and all that is everywhere. So just because I'm trying to make it home don't mean I'm stopping. I'm not gonna stop bringing this awareness. And you're gonna see that we got the same problem that everybody else got. Just like UK and Philippines told us. It's a problem everywhere. So we gotta just keep that in mind. I'm gonna pause this live, I think, and I'm gonna pause this for a second and move from where I'm at. Give me a second here. Try to do this a little bit differently. But again, I'm going to try to I need to get enough people on board to help me get back where I'm from to obviously be able to get the things that I need. Medication is my number one. I can't get that here. Um, you can go to a hospital, whatever. It ain't gonna work at this point. Um, not for anything long term. So for the ones that been following my live, you know my intentions. You know what I do. You know what I've been through. Um, it's just that a lot of people on here apparently, regardless of what you've been through, people want to put you in a category where it's act like you less than. Because I'm saying support the live at this point. You know, if that's your feeling, sorry that you feel that way. But it's not mandatory that you do anything. I'm gonna still be bringing awareness, stuff like that. But don't toss off on me when you don't know me. You know, I'm out here not only for mine, everybody else's. So let me move this again. Y'all give me a second here. Let's try to set this up again. But if I can get a few people on board that understand, that will be where it's at. I don't. Well, people jump in and out of the room left and right, and that's what I'm saying. So outside of that, I know I've had a host of good people come onto the live, and then what happens is that, um, like I said, I've been points where I have 200 people in the room. My whole thing is, you mention certain things, people jump out the room. I'm saying if your intentions, if you didn't like the content in the beginning, why are you in here? Because it clearly states what this content is about. So outside of being a troll uh, and thinking that you're coming into a room to disrupt, whereas you see the comments because of the likes of those type people, uh, that's why the comments are disabled. So chances are they don't have kids, or you're just a terrible parent that you don't want to learn how to keep your kids safe. So that's the two things that narrow down for me. And with that, you can keep scrolling, because this live here won't stop at all. So if it hurts your feelings, pray about it. That's all there is to it. I have zero tolerance in here, and I'm not going to sugarcoat somebody grown that should already know, should know what they're doing, and should automatically have parental instinct to keep the little one safe in the first place, But that's why I have decided that, dang it, that's why, knowing what I know, I felt that I had to bring that to everybody's attention of what's out there. You got the ones that don't like it for some reason, which I would never understand that, but let me see here. They'll be coming around that way. I just have to call it like it is. And then I don't know why my live got so many people that don't. I don't know how. You know what, people? I don't know how I got a live that I don't know what type of live I have now. I started this for one reason, and that is to bring that awareness. And I ended up having to get rid of moderators that thought this was their live. You know, they created groups to try to taint my live. You can't make all this up. And then I got so many people that come in my life that's cut from a raggedy cloth, you just can't make it up either, you know? And so my whole point is that, they come in here and want to disrupt. All I'm saying, get up out my live then. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, get up. And then nobody tell you to stop because you see it's up there what this live is about. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. Keep it moving. I'm not going to hold your hand and pacify you. I'm going to tell you point blank about yourself, and that's it. And that's one of the things here that is going to be, it should be noted. Know where you're coming to. I don't play with these PDFs. I'm not going to play with the PDF's cousin, which are the haters. I'm not going to even, I don't go through any of that. My time is too precious to be messing around with anybody, so I'm bringing awareness about these games, about these apps, spreading awareness about these PDF files, and whoever don't like it, pray about it, you know. I get a huddle of people that come into my room, and majority of them don't have good intentions, so that's why at the end of every live, I go and I block people for that reason. With these fake profiles, you know, make it make sense. You ain't got nothing better to do with your time but to come in lives on a social media platform and just put up nonsense in the comments. Now, what does that get you? At the end of the day, what do you get out of it? That's what I'm saying. Make it make sense to me. All day long, I have been on live. When I typically go on, I usually be on all day. Those that have been following me already know. So if you there with me all day long, and you do not support the content, what you got going on in your life that you that miserable to just sit on here trying to create a problem all day? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So if the material if it's for you, and like I have a lot of people weighed in, a lot of viewers. Uh, this live have helped them. They became aware and they were able to look at their little phones, check them game systems, and they have found that app in question, Grinder, on some of the little ones' phone. And recently we had a woman from Dallas and had a PDF trying to lure her nephew through about this Fortnite game. So come on now, that's what this is about, bringing that awareness so people can prevent that. But I got the ones, like I say, that come in here, they ain't got good intentions, and that's what I consider knockoffs. They come with the generic comments that don't amount to anything. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Find something to do with your life, or go try to find a life. You know, anybody that go against somebody trying to do something to keep little ones safe, and you going against that, they'll say something right there about your character. So today, like I said, what I'm trying to do is get people on board. After talking to my doctor, I can't get medication down here without him seeing me in person. And thinking about it all night, since I'm out in the elements anyway, can't go to sleep out here because people track my son's phone to the car. That's one of the things that this is about here. I've done a lot of thinking, and that is the best thing, is to go back and regroup and come back. There's no doubt about me continuing my search. I would never stop searching. Just like the dad from South Texas, his son been missing over 10 years, and right now today, that man's still out there searching. You know, that closure is not there. You need to know what happens. What happened? And I can relate to what he's going through. I need to know what happened. So I will return. But meanwhile, I won't stop. Y'all will just see uh, the live in a different area. But there's no doubt this is something, when it comes to PDFs, they're everywhere. So instead of seeing Texas PDFs, you'll see PDFs from another state, no doubt, being PDFs. And I'll be exposing them as well and still bringing awareness. I need folks like I said, I'm not too optimistic because of the type of folk that I've been having come on my life. But what I'm trying to do is get people on board with me so that I can go home, be able to see my doctor, get my prescriptions in order, get everything lined up, get other things lined up so I could come back here. I see this thing here. Hold on here. Look, that thing right there, thought it was going to be easy. But watch. Look, look. That is one of them things. Right there. That's one of them things. That is one of them things right there. No doubt. No doubt. This is what I'm talking about. Remember I told y'all about, now watch, he gonna take off when I put that going up here. And my biggest thing is that I got him on several other, what's-callers. You can't make it up. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. I want to get that plate. Get that plate right there. That's what I was telling you. I see you, man. Yep. Can't make it up. You definitely can't make it up. From down at the park, and you'll see him take off. That signal, the hazards, is one of the signs from that app Grinder. They put on the hazards. They'll block. I mean, they're getting like fly in front of you. Most of y'all already know what it is. We have seen it several times. There ain't nothing wrong with that car. Then I already got him on video anyway. Down there several times tracking. But at the same time is that you look for like identifying things. I go by plate, identifying marks on the vehicle, but I'm just familiar with that one. You'll see him take off in a minute, okay? He's on that app right now. As you seen, he's on the phone. That's what that is. And look what I'm telling you. Look, ain't nothing wrong with that car. I already know who it is, number one, but as you see, ain't nothing wrong with that. On that app in there. And when he, look, see how fast, see? Now he was blocking that street. That's how desperate they are. That is how desperate they are. I'm trying to tell you something. Y'all learn something. So the ones that come on here thinking it's a joke, is not. They bold and they brazen. He blocking the street. I seen him looking over, but he know who he is. Yes, he already know I know who he is. So you can't make it up, and that's what they do. At night they're shining bright lights on you, all types of stuff. So now you just seen firsthand. Again, if you haven't been following the live, that was your first event. You see they brazen this one right here. This one right here is the same way. That one right there. Kasi, y'all seen him for the last few days. Kasi too. He's from the park down there as well. So again, I had to make a decision, y'all, that I can't get any medication down here. My doctor was not going to give me a prescription until you see me. I'm trying to get folks on board. If I could, anything, go to the bio, anything that you can help with, I appreciate it. But I can't keep doing it like this here. I cannot keep doing it like this. I'm on the ground. I can't do it like this. So smartest thing to do is like you said, regroup. I'm not too optimistic about people on here uh, trying to help support the live. So many other people have done people wrong. So people are skeptical. I get it. Um, it is what it is. But at the same time, I just want to put out here what I have to try to do. Without my health, I can't do anything. And so I need to get myself in check so I can continue my search and bring this live to everybody. So that's where I stand with harping on that all day. For the ones that that can't, I appreciate you anyway. But anything as a whole, um, any amount that people can support the live with, all adds up at the end of the day. Doing this like this here, I don't have the luxuries that you guys have. I used to. You in air conditioning, you watching, probably streaming, watching me from air conditioning, and I beat myself down. So you see, I see a lot of people jump in and out of the room. If it's not for you, okay, because that's what I'm gonna be talking about today on here. If it's not for you, then yeah, it's probably better for you to just keep scrolling. If you understand the live and you've been following the live, well, you know what I represent on this live. I have zero tolerance. I appreciate everybody, but I don't believe in the plan. Grown people on here playing and stuff like that with all these with the comments. That's why I turned that off. You know, trying to grow up. I'm out here representing the little ones. I'm not going to represent a grown individual playing on here. I'm not. I mean, not represent, but I'm not going. I'm not going to accept it. Um, it's too much. I got too much going. I believe in this live. When I started at the bottom. It's worldwide today. Um, Notably, you know, thanks to the viewers that really understand what I'm doing here. But again, it's too easy for people. They just scroll on. You know, yeah, well, I get it. But what happens if you end up in that situation? You know, who you gonna call? That becomes that. Can't nobody live in this world by themselves. It took a whole lot of battling with myself because people, as soon as you say support the live, they look down on you like, you know, you cannot make it up. And that is one thing that no, you know, don't toss off on me. You know what I mean? Um, I don't get compensated for anything I do on here. My reward comes from being able to save one little one, educate one parent or both parents, um, and that's my reward. I don't get TikTok statuses and all that. I could care less about that stuff. Matter of fact, TikTok has taken over 400,000 likes from me. Um, I don't know how many. I think like 100,000. Over 100,000 views. Okay, so I don't care because at the end of the day, I'm not on here for a status or any of that. It may be because I keep getting all these DMs about being. They say they TikTok agents, you know, and all this different stuff, and I just delete it. I never responded, so maybe that's why they taking all the likes and all the views. I don't care, you know, I really don't because I'm here to bring awareness about these PDFs on these game systems apps, about the all the traffic in here. You know what I mean? And more more assuredly getting it out there, whereas people can save theirs. So I don't know, but that's what's happening. I just saw that. And let me say this. Also, I'm glad I just seen that little rainbow thing on there. So I had a conversation around 4th of July with some folks, and I want to make something clear. On this live, we don't care. I don't care um, what preference you have or anything like that. When we talk about the PDFs, we talk about in individual capacities. That doesn't apply to the entire rainbow community. We talking about individuals. If they doing something wrong, then that don't mean that they are going to be the people that will go. Say, for example, if they're doing something wrong, that doesn't mean that they are going to be a reflection on everybody else. That's not what that is about. Okay, um, we're talking about individuals doing individual things. Okay, which as PDFs they should be doing, not as a whole community. All right. So I just want to make sure we understand that people that are from the rainbow community are welcome here. I mean, that's hey, we welcome everybody. But if you are a PDF out there doing things, you understand me? Then that is a determining factor. You are not welcome here. You will be blocked here, and I will make sure that hey, you come tracking this phone. I'm building against you. It's simple. Okay. So a lot of people may not like what I just said, but we don't discriminate here like that. I'm talking about individuals that, like I say, in their own individual capacity, doing things and have been convicted, or they doing things that's consistent with a PDL. All right. I hope that clears some things up. I like to, you know, put that out there because I had that conversation and had periodically been putting it out there. Again, the ones that just joined, welcome. After talking to my doctor, it's best that I try to make it home. I can't get any medications or anything here um, in Texas. So in order for him to give me a prescription, he has to see me in person, which is better because I have to try to regroup, folks. Being out here, I'm destroying myself at this point with not having the means that I need to be effective, to be more effective. So a lot of people that come on the lives, a lot of them understand, a lot of them don't. Um, I'm not optimistic, but I'm asking folks to go to the bio, look for ways to assist. Anything that people could help with would be appreciated. I got to try to make it home. I'm still going to be on here. I'm still going live like I have been going live. We just be in another place. Um, I'm still going to be live, spreading awareness and potentially exposing these PDFs for who they are. But I guess got to do it in another fashion because I have lost so much weight. You know what I mean? And I can't be trying to survive in a car. Don't supposed to be in the heat. It's a lot of things that I haven't been putting out there, and um, I know you guys are comfortable. I used to have that comfort of being in air conditioning, being able to just do whatever you have to do. I don't have that, and I'm out here on front line for your kids. You understand me? Mine, anybody else's. It don't matter. A kid is a kid. I don't care what color, what age. I'm out here. You know, this now have going through this, redefining my life, and this is what I'll be doing. Um, if anybody have any questions, you can go to my DM. If you have questions, concerns, or comments, go there. The comments on here is turned off because I got so many childish adults that put up trivial um, comments continually. You know, is I know some that I blocked that was my moderators formed a group just to try to taint. It's sad. Get something to do with your life. My life is not going to stop. That was unusual that I seen that a cop come down through here when I ain't been seeing him. The last time I seen a cop down here is when somebody called him on me and Joe twice in one day. Can't make it up. But I don't know, folks. I got to try to get people on board. A lot of people, I noticed that on these social media platforms, they like when they like negativity. People will support that type of platform. Well, this here is positivity, and I think that accounts for why a lot of people don't support the live. um, you know, which trying in a preventative measure, trying to keep little ones safe, let parents know what game system, what apps is out there, and other pertinent information. You would think that people would be on board, but I'm telling you, that's not the case. And I don't know. I can understand a lot of people out there doing a lot of stuff on these platforms too. I've seen it myself, but it's none of my business. Where I can't do anything about that. But again, I can do my part in trying to spread that awareness about stuff that I didn't know. Going back, if I did, I could have changed a lot of things. Um, I would be searching for mine right now. Whoever that is with this blank profile, get out of my room, otherwise I'm blocking you. Okay? Bishop, get out of my room, otherwise I'll just block you. I ain't playing no games. I'm tired of all the games on here. People too old for that. This is about the little ones, and I got all these grown people that with childish mentalities coming in here playing. It's simple for me to block you. That's what the cause of this thing, the comments being disabled right now. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just tired, y'all. You know, I beat myself down. I'm telling you, I don't feel good now, but I know going to a hospital is not going to do any good. Um, so it's not going to do any good. I've been in the hospital so many times here. I know they tired of looking at me. You know, I'm at a disadvantage. Welcome in everybody that's here. Typically, share awareness about game systems, these apps today, because of health situations that most of you that have been following know about. Um, I need to get people on board with me so I can try to head back home and regroup, so I can come back and continue my search for my son, continue to bring awareness to everybody about these game systems and apps. If you on board with me, love it. If not, I understand. For the haters, keep scrolling because when I read you out, I'm blocking you. You know, all those fake profiles. I'm gonna say this: be aware of one thing. Continue to make threats. You only got one IP. You can have 20, 15, 20 fake profiles. Make threats. Your IP will be checked. Okay, our private investigators. Once we track you down, a complaint will be filed, a warrant will be issued, and you will be in jail. So I suggest you going on with the shenanigans, find another platform to go play on. I'm not worried about you coming out here doing anything to me. That's for sure. But at the same time, this here is not to be played on. I take this serious. Okay, I'm putting my life on front line for the little ones and to bring this awareness. Child mentality, as an adult, there's no room here for you. Keep moving. Okay, just keep going somewhere else and play the games because it's not accepted here. People that's here, welcome. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all come in here. Um, a lot of y'all have good intentions. A lot of y'all are genuinely interested, and I welcome you. For the ones that are not, you know, got to keep on going. if anybody have any questions, I implore you to go to my DM. You can leave your message there. Once I end the live, I'll respond to everybody. But hopefully, I can get some of you on board with me that really understand. If it's any questions about the authenticity of what I'm asking you guys and what I'm trying to explain, just let me know. We all are adults. You know what I mean? I have no problem to let you know what I got going um, off this live here. Whoever this is with this blank profile, get out my room. Otherwise, you block Andrea, whatever. Matter of fact, you block. Don't come in here with fake profiles. I'm tired of it. Okay? Tired of it. Don't come in here with that fake stuff. I ain't got time to be playing. I don't feel good. Don't come in here with that. I got my whole goal is to try to make it home, y'all, so I can come back down and keep looking for my son. I need medication. Can't get it in Texas. My doctor is not going. Who is this here? People just keep on coming playing, and we're gonna keep on blocking you. That's all there is to it. Don't come in here with these fake profiles because I ain't got no problem blocking you. For the ones that do have good intentions and can understand and appreciate what I'm trying to do and know what I have been doing out here, welcome. Thank you for the likes, whoever that is. Thank you. So I'm trying to get folks on board to go to the bio, look for ways to assist. There's a link there. I don't know why you keep on coming back in here because you're gonna keep getting blocked. It don't matter. Does not matter. But you can go to the bio, look for ways to assist. There's a link in there. I appreciate it. As a whole, if we can get a few people on board to get me at least on the road that way, I'd appreciate that. But just me here, um, like I am, y'all. I can't do it. Not like this. I got to regroup. I didn't want. The whole thing is I didn't want to leave because I feel I'm failing. You know what I mean? I got to keep looking. And so, but I also understand what Doc said. You know, if your health is not good, what can you do anyway? So that means that speaks volumes. You know, without my health, ain't nothing I can do. With my health, I can do a whole lot. I don't want to keep playing uh, like that with my playing Russian roulette with my life like this. You know, I've been through a lot of my life, um, and the thing is that to be standing here doing what I'm doing today, God is good all the time. This is my calling. That's what I feel. Things happen for a reason, and so I have people. You know, you have people that'll try to judge you and try you by the past, and a lot of people fall for that. You know, allow themselves to fall into a certain state. I don't. The only person that define me as me, the one that know my heart and know what I'm about, is God. And you know, with that, my faith will not waver towards that at all whatsoever. I'm representing everything for the representing the little ones, representing the seniors too. Somebody got to speak for them, and you know, got to be the voice, and I'm that voice. You know, with respect to like when they put the propane tanks here with the electrical cord running into the the outlet. You know, it's like really, you know, what are you gonna do? Allow them, let your faith waver. You know, walk with God. You ain't gonna worry about it. He got it. And like I say, it was handled. And so you'll see that. You know, my biggest thing is that sometime. we try to make things happen for ourselves. We want to dictate our life. We gonna make this happen. That ain't the way that works. Come to learn, that ain't the way that works. You know, everything is already destined. He already know what's gonna come out of my mouth before it comes out of my mouth. Okay, so I also know this cemently is that they talked about Christ. People gonna talk about me. Okay, you know my haters out there trying many tactics, mug shots. They out there. The main one that my moderators the one that told me about people on the live that help you. They'll help support the live. She the one who told me that. I didn't know anything about that. Then turned everything around on me, talking about he's a fraud, he's a scam. You know, that is crazy. But who am I? I weathered the storm because she was mad coming on here. She manipulated me into me making her a moderator. She kept saying, I need more power. You got to give me full moderation and all this stuff. And I did that only to discover that she had an agenda to become, she want to be a TikTok celebrity or something. You know, why? How come you can't start your own live and do just that? She had said she had her own live, but you over there telling people, follow me, follow me, follow me, and all that stuff. I'm getting cut off. She kept talking over me. I'm not accepting that. People, the viewers sending me messages complaining, you know, they know what it is. And so to save face, when I gave her the boot up out this room, gave her a boot up off of their period to save face, now here it is. Oh, he this, he that, he this, he that. Come on, that's childish, but I don't care. I do know one thing: you ain't in here, and so it's a lot that people. It's a lot that stuff and tell. You know, people go through the formalities, but that doesn't deter me from doing what I feel I supposed to be doing, which is bringing that awareness about these apps, game system, these PDFs, stuff that I didn't know. You know, here I am. How many people on here are willing to do this every day? Come out 6 in the morning, go on. I used to be out when other people had me coming to their towns and stuff. We'd be out from one morning, 6 in the morning, to the next day, 6 in the morning. How many people willing to do that? How many people really on here care about the little ones? Ask yourselves that. It ain't got to be yours. What about the next person, little one? Do you care? Ask yourselves. You know, that's the question. People these days, they don't care about nobody but themselves. That's it. You know, can't live in a world by yourself. I guarantee that. But ask yourself that. Can you come out here and do what I'm doing? I was out here 100-degree heat doing what I'm doing. Okay? Trying to bring that awareness to keep one little one safe at least. You know? People, they start getting out this room because they can't handle the truth. Okay, that's what that is. People will take off when you start telling what's real. They get up out of there. You know, I'm representing everybody, everybody, grandmamas, granddaddies, the kids. I'm representing the ones that can't speak for themselves. And the whole thing is, can't nobody. If you can't ask yourself, would you do this? Then you have to self-analyze, especially if you got kids. You know, think about it. Think about it. I've had a lot of people come on The View. The viewers come on, share their stories after watching this live, and found those apps, found the games, people on the PDFs on the game systems. You know, so hey, but to get to a point where when you have an illness like I have, I'm beating myself. I beat myself down, and so therefore, again, I'm asking my viewers that believe in me, to go to that bio and help me get home so I can get situated, you know, try to regroup. I'm still not too optimistic about folks helping because every book is different. It's a lot of bad out here, but I believe that it's more good than bad out here. Um, Today, my life is going to be about trying to get home so I can get the things together that I need. I can't keep doing it like this, folks. There's no doubt no one has been to the bio. I don't believe so. Um, which I can't let that I can't let that overshadow the good in some people and the people that don't have the ability to go to the bio to support. I appreciate you just as well as a person uh, that would support my life and help me get situated so I can get the things I need in order to come back here and be more effective. But I'm going to be on here all day. I don't care um, what the haters have to say. And I'm going to try to be able to head, well, if I am able to try to get going that way, you guys going with me anyway. So, but having said that, is that I'm not too optimistic about people doing anything because everybody into themselves. It's crazy until it happens to them. If there's folks on here that wish that the comments would turn it on so they can talk trash, I urge and suggest that you go to another live. Here, you would get shut down. I don't sugarcoat nothing on here. If my live isn't for you, get out my room. Simple as it get. If you bored, start your own live. In here, I take it very seriously of what I'm out here doing. I've been through a lot while doing this, and I'm still here. Okay, so if you don't like what I'm saying, pray about it and get out my room. Other than that, if you support the live and you understand, and you're a real parent, you know what I'm trying to do here. You know, if this has benefited you, you're welcome. My whole goal, my reward comes from being able to make a parent aware and at least save one child. You know, we save one at a time, we have made the difference. And without anybody that's here within the state saying anything, this live is worldwide. I've had folks from UK and Philippines, for example, even though we got all kinds of other countries, I've had folks weigh in and, share their stories. A lot of them appreciate being made aware of these games and apps. So that is rewarding enough for me in that regard. You know, you got to ask yourself who all is involved in this type of stuff. I would imagine it's politicians, uh, a whole lot of the government body. They protecting one another because nothing is being done to stop a lot of it. Start making you have questions, and those questions are legitimate questions. So again, um, my whole goal today is to get enough people on board with me to support this live and help me get going home so I can get my health in check and come back here. Even though I'll still be live when I get back there, no matter what, I'm gonna be live. But I'll be able to get the medications and stuff I need and be able to get myself in line well enough to be able to come back and have a place inside like you guys sitting right now watching my live in air condition, in luxury. I used to have those things, but going through this, I don't have those luxuries at this point. So going back home to get myself in order is where it's at. That's what I have to do. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll be laying down out here probably. But I don't know how many people I have on here right now that are legitimate because I've been getting a whole lot of people on here that are not legit. Come on here playing. That's why the comment section is disabled. I don't have time for that. Who does that? Okay, we talking about saving the little ones and speaking up for the seniors and stuff like that against these, especially when it comes to these PDFs. Um, who would come trying to taint something? You let your little feelings hurt you when I kicked you out of my room. You know what I mean? Go get your own life. Just that simple. You know, whatever you got to do, go do that instead of coming in here trying to create chaos. And that's what's wrong with the world today. You look at the news, everything negative. You go on social media, everything negative. People doing this, people doing that, everything negative. But in all that negativity, you got a lot of people that support that. Um, you know, they support stuff like that. They love that type of drama. Not in here. I want it to be peaceful in here, be respectful in here. Because I have zero tolerance. I want the content, the message that I'm trying to send. I want it to be out here, okay, without interrupted with nonsense. That is my goal, and I've been doing so. So whatever measures I have to take to make sure I keep control of my life, I'm going to do that. And if it meant disabling these comments, that's what's going to happen. You just cannot make, and this is not by accident. All these things, as you can see, that ain't by accident. Ain't nothing down there for him. Nothing down there. He's creeping. That's what I thought. Creeping. That's what I thought. Creeping. That's what they do. Creeping. I keep telling y'all. That's why I was gonna walk. Who own those businesses down there? There's only 3 things down this street. Oh, and they see this camera, they get up out of there. Then can't make it up. Hey, who just joined? Camila. Yep. So, folks, that's what my goal is, to try to make it home, to regroup, get my medications and stuff in order, um, get the resources I need to come back here where I can be inside like you guys when I'm done with my live, be able to focus on my other stuff a little bit more clearly. Um, I don't know. Have anybody? Again, I'm not too optimistic. I'm just drained of all the nonsense. Actually, allocated with the fact of going through all this other stuff with people. I won't be deterred, but I'm just tired. I'll be in better position, you know. Um, I usually would go on, come back, because the time zone is different in other countries. I know we do, just to give you a few of them. I have Africa, I have Guam, I have UK, I have Australia, Ireland, Philippines, England, and Paris. I know there's a few others that have been on in other countries outside of those. So definitely the reach is out there, to bring that awareness. I've had them weigh in from Philippines and UK about their infestation with these PDFs, things that they have experienced. And I commend people being strong enough to come on live and share with us their life experience. Some have been subjected to this type of stuff, and they have survived. They are heroes to me. Um, and so that's what this platform is for. When I first started it, I'm out here searching by myself. I'm looking around everywhere. And I had a lot of time to do a lot of thinking. And so I thought, when I found out about that app Grinder, I had to let other people know. So I thought about when John Walsh, his little one was kidnapped and unalive. He started America's Most Wanted, okay, which was very, very, very effective. Okay, everybody that can remember that, it was. So I'm thinking, okay, I used to hear people talk about TikTok Live, TikTok Live. Okay, that's a platform that I'm gonna try out and see can I bring this awareness. And I did that. I didn't even know if there was anybody in the room. I didn't know. Still, I'm still learning a lot. There's a lot I don't know. But I guarantee you one thing today, as we stand here and as you watch today, we are worldwide. You understand me? And with millions of likes, so it's one of the things that a lot of people that like to do this type of stuff for a living, we on two different, I guess it's safe to say, we on two different mentalities. I don't care about a TikTok status. That's not what it's about. I don't care about any of that stuff. What I do care about is being able to get this information out there. Okay, reference to these game system apps and these PDFs slithering around in these communities, whereas it can safeguard one little one and make parents aware of what's going on and what's in the neighborhoods. What do a PDF look like? Well, most of them you can tell, but outside of that, these things walking down the sidewalk next to you. They're in grocery stores. You understand? They're everywhere, and they probably on this. We've had them come on in the room as well. Okay, they have been in the room, and just know if you in this room and you are still out here messing with these little ones, I'm gonna make sure when you come over here tracking this phone, I'm putting you out in traffic. I'm gonna revoke whatever license you thought you had. I guarantee it. I'm gonna build something very, very cementing on you. I'm gonna build a case that when I present it to them people, the DAs and everybody else, you ain't never getting out. I can promise you that. I keep up with every license plate, every date, time, place, everything. Okay, I keep up with everything. All right. So while you tracking my son's phone, every time that you pop up where I'm at, just know you don't have a friend here. Okay. All I'm doing is establishing that you are stalking. You understand me? Through by electronic device with those type gratifications. Ain't no tell how many people they did it to before. I had the ones that come in the room and they put up in the comments PDFs rural USA. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that, because most of them are in selective positions that are the ones that's in control of these game systems, these apps, the government body. So to a degree, I believe that. Okay, I believe because they cover one another. But I'm gonna do my little part on making sure that we're gonna try to get you on up out of there to a place where you belong. So let me let me get back here now. So what I'm saying is, overall, there should be uh, some type of insignia on places. If they're gonna let them drive, they need to have an insignia on. Needs to have an insignia on the plate, letting people know it's a PDF. You know, if they're arrested, they need to seize the car. You know, let's seize the car. Seize the car. Don't you want to remove that ability for them to continue to go where the little ones at? You know, you look around. You want to remove that. Don't be an enabler, allowing them to be able to keep traveling to these locations. But again, the only thing I could do is put it out here best I could, and hopefully, eventually, we'll get something going. Whereas, you know, Bing, we need to get in these voting booths, vote some of these people out of here that are supporting this type of activity or a part of it. Get somebody else in there with these new innovative ideals and understand that, hey, we got to keep the little ones safe, keep the seniors safe. All right, get them up out there. Authority come from the bottom, not the top. Okay, but keep in mind, because of who we talking about here, hey, there ain't no real justice. It's just us. So each one of us got to do our part. And I see a lot of them getting up out this room. Bye. You will not be missed, because if you part of the solution, part of the problem, then you should be in this room. But if you're in this room, guess what? It's my life. You understand? And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Um, this is not about me. This is about spreading that awareness to keep the little ones safe, exposing these PDFs for what it is and what they are. when they tracked that phone to my car. Is but again, I need to be able to go ahead. I need to be able to get home and just try to get myself in order. So I'm asking for the ones that believe in what I'm doing, the ones that follow my life, the ones that are true parents. You know, go to the bio, look for ways to assist. Anything that you could help with would be greatly appreciated. Any questions that you have that's pertinent to what I'm asking you and what we're discussing, go to my DM. When I end the live, I will be going through those and I will be responding to them. This is something that I take very seriously, as I keep saying, and I'm going to keep saying it as long as I have to. But a lot of people that come on here, even when I have the comments up, they will voluntarily just ask, how can I help? Okay, and they're okay, I'm going to do this and do that, and they never did. So don't even go there with that. It ain't necessary to put yourself up there, like you're doing something, because playing games like that, I will block you. Um, Point blank is simple because it's unsolicited. You know what I mean? Mean what you say, and let your word have some substance. Mean what you say what you mean. So I keep saying, I thought I just seen some hearts fly back through there. I was looking around. I appreciate whoever that is out there with the likes. I appreciate you folks being here. And again, this is today. I have to definitely try to get folks on board with me um, because they're back home to be able to get my medication and stuff like that, get myself in order. But we'll be still live and we'll be still exposing just from a different place. Um, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not really optimistic. A lot of people that come on different people's lives. I had creators, a few that do this for a living. They were talking about how people come in their lives, but they know the ins and outs. They know how to deal with it effectively, though. But they have people come in there. They call it trolling or whatever, trying to disrupt and stuff like that. We had a woman that I talked with. She said that on hers, she was going to give up her life because she couldn't deal with them. You know what I mean? So when you got something like that, it's sad. Leave people alone. You know what I mean? Leave people alone. And they try to dig up dirt on you. Ain't nothing you could do. The ones that tried to put up mug shots and all that type of stuff and then lying and all, there ain't nothing you can do to me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you can do to me. And with the stuff that I have been through in my life, you know what? God is good all the time. I'm standing here strong. You understand me? I am here. This is my calling right here. And so you against that are nothing. So y'all that's out here trolling, move around. Move around. All you're doing is a waste of time. You will accomplish nothing here. Okay? So ain't no use of going through any other these formalities. So let me get one thing situated here. Just can't get people to understand a lot of things. And it's just sad. It is sad. But again, thank you guys that have made the scene here. Thank you for being here. The ones especially that really want to hear about these apps and game systems and want to be aware about these PDFs. But again, I have to get myself in a position to go home. And so I need people to get on board. Simple as it gets. Anything that you can help with, go to the bio, look for ways to assist you, see it up there. And like I say, again, I appreciate that. Although we'll continue to be live all the way through. I just can't do it like this. Just can't do it. Look at the thing right there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's see what we got going over here. I just saw something here. Another one that's from that park down there. There it is, right there. There you go. There it is. Yeah, I know you're gonna get on out of there now. I can't hardly see. I know he's gonna get out of there now. This, you can't make it up. The cars to my left, they be call themselves coming to the car, but it's too many. I'm telling y'all, it's too many of them over here. They all come to the car, and that right there is 24/7. They have come to my hotel room. Got to escort them out, all types of stuff. So can't make it up. Cannot make it up. PDF Way doing his thing. But hold on, I'm sorry about the moving around here. Cannot make it up. That thing is from down there at the park. PDF Way, everybody know. Y'all remember PDF Way? They go over there and they turn around right there and come back. Try to look in the car. But I'm going to pause this for a minute here, I think, and I'm going to check my DMs and see if anybody had any, if there's anybody that have been on here that have been following my live that wanted to try to help. Like I say, I'm not too optimistic though. And then probably change this up a little bit. So give me a minute and I'll be back. We're going to get y'all up out my room for now. And that way I could focus you out of here. Like I said, it don't matter to me about blocking people. Get on up out of here. Find another live to go lounge in. Specifically all day, I'm trying to I'll need my real viewers on board with me. I'm trying to make it home so I can regroup. And so there will be no just sitting here lounging on my live, because I will block you. Okay? Tired of playing all the games. That's why the comments are turned off. People playing games. Find another spot. I have zero tolerance. Enough is enough. I don't be feeling good. You know, I'm out here trying to at least save one little one. Educate people on these apps and game systems. And what do I get? I get people that's coming in here playing games. Not in here. So we're going to continue to block everything that come through here. If you're following me, I'm going to block those also, because I'm tired of the fake profiles. So somebody trying to hide. All right, give me 1 second. I'll weed you out right now.